Welcome to Insert Title Here, the only podcast that actively fights against being recorded. I am your host, Devin Voivio, and I am joined with my other two co-hosts. It's been a bit. Introduce yourselves. Fuck.
Oh my god. Devin, are you going to make it?
No.
Was that intro demure or mindful?
No.
Hi, I'm Adam, also known as Technical Cake Mix. You can find me on the YouTubes as some sort of video peon. And I'm not the important one today. The next person's the important one. Next person, introduce yourself.
Hi, Alexander Mogus. I've been stuck in the void for 2 years. I'm still technically stuck in the void. We're not going to talk about it. A lot of personal issues. We're just not going to talk about it. We're going to brush all those whole 2 years. You may notice that there's some episodes missing on our episode list. No, they're not. Don't ask us about it. It is what it is. And somehow in the void, I'm the only one that didn't have recording issues. So
Yeah, amazingly, somehow I'm. You guys can't hear it, but I'm using my shitty work headset to talk over our to talk with them. But like whenever I use my actual microphone, it's all crackly when I have my audio interface up. I don't know what's caused this. I don't know what started this. Yeah. But you know what? We're just making do with what we can.
Techno gods aside. Techno gods aside. The important part: Xander's back, motherfuckers.
He's back.
We have Zandy, we have Devi, and we have Addy. And you know what's going to happen today? We're going to probably talk a complete load of absolute horse shit for an hour or so.
It's what we do. It's our best quality.
That's what the people want, and that's what the people get.
Also, just fucking in case anyone was wondering, I make no promises of any sort of consistency going on. I'm still pretty much in the same situation that was preventing me from being on and doing this, so it'll happen when it happens, and then we'll make a formal announcement whenever I'm able to more steadily record and we can get episodes out more consistently and stuff. So just appreciate it while it happens, man. We're that rare gift you get from your cousin every once in a while, and you go, hey, what, I have a fucking cousin? Oh god, I have 2 of those.
Wait, shit! I've got like 7 of those. Fuck.
I have quite a few of those myself.
Yeah.
Now, we were wanting Flyer to be on, but it looks like he just may not have been available to record.
Yeah.
I do want to say. Oh, go ahead.
When I asked him last night, I was like, he was like, yeah, if I'm not sleeping. So I'm assuming he's asleep.
He might be sleeping.
Yeah.
But hopefully going forward, we can have Flyer on the podcast more because he is a wonderful addition. I do like hanging out with Flyer and chatting with him. And he brings a lot of information and an energy that I, for one, adore being around. So I do hope that we have him on the podcast more because hearing him talk about pizza.
Oh, God, yeah.
Eye-opening, life-changing. I learned more about pizza in that one podcast than I did my entire life.
Yeah. Also, he's like a permanent addition. He wasn't a replacement for me. Just before anybody gets that idea, he's like he's the 4th host of the show. So
yes, we have 4 hosts now.
We just are bad at coordinating.
Horrible at coordinating. Between the bad coordination, the depression, and the issues that cause us not to be able to record, it's a miracle this podcast is even being recorded as we speak.
It's
yeah,
okay.
But enough of that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like 4 replacement podcasts all with the same name. We're gonna have to look at it and be like, shit. Well, we stopped.
We'll kill them.
No, wait. Our name is It's the Horse. Who the fuck else is gonna go It's the Horse?
True.
I need to make the fucking Blue Sky page for us today.
It's
so true, bestie.
It's the horse, and it's a rocket ship. Come on, like no one else is gonna be doing that. Who's gonna combine horses and rocket ships apart from degenerates on DeviantArt.com?
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Can we do talk about?
No, can we talk about the fact that you were in my house recently? Like physically, you, your wife, and Flyer were physically in my house.
We were in your house. It was fun, and then we spent a lot of time together. We got to watch movies together. We saw Princess Bride on a big screen. Yeah, like drive-in.
Yeah, on 35mm, the way it's supposed to be fucking watched.
Yeah, and then we got to go to Hershey World, and then we all got fucking COVID.
Yes, we all got COVID.
That was not fun.
You bleached your hair in my kitchen sink. So did your wife.
I did.
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of. Also, we took you to Centralia. We took
Centralia was cool.
You and your wife to see the real life Silent Hill, so to speak.
Yeah, so Adam did say something. I did bleach my hair. I have a white streak in my hair now. I have officially achieved my own personal gender goals, and I'm very happy. So there's that.
It's okay. At the same time, I was looking to bleach my anus, so I had leftover hair bleach.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you that you bleach your anus, you bottom.
That is actually something I've wanted to talk about for a while. Why do people feel the need to
bleaching your anus?
Yeah, why do people feel the need to bleach their anus? Every time I look at my fucking hole, it's still pretty pink. It's never been brown. What are you guys doing to your assholes that you have to fucking bleach the brown out?
Okay,
5 minutes. We couldn't make it 5 minutes without talking about assholes.
I make one joke. Okay, so Xander, do you want an honest, serious answer?
I want an honest, serious answer. I'm not making a joke. I'm genuinely curious.
You work out, right? You do some weights here and there. Like maybe you go for a jog. You may notice that when you do that, certain parts of your muscles get darker.
No.
Oh, like where like the vein or the muscle is pushing into something, it gets a little darker.
No, I've never noticed that.
Gotcha. Well, the anus is pretty susceptible to that, and also to staining. So that's what they're getting rid of. It's basically for people who have had a fair bit of bum fun, shall we say?
So what you're telling me, it's for those white boys who think it's gay to wipe.
Yes, and also for those people who shall we say, enjoy being the parking space more than the car.
Severe anal trauma. Anyway.
I don't think that checks out scientifically.
I was waiting for Devin there to yell just fucking anal fissure or something like that.
No, I'm not yelling anal fissure. No, it's not happening.
Just like fucking Terry Bogard. Are you okay? Anal fissure.
Could you imagine if there was like a King of Fighters like parody where it's just like
it's like
it comes to big one. Anal fissure. I'm done. I can't. I'm done.
Fucking my shirt here is like, oh my god, no, help.
I can't. I'm sorry to everyone who's listening to this, who's become friends with me over the last year. I'm sorry. This is. Oh yeah. So speaking of, so last year, since the last recording, a lot of shit has happened in my personal life too. I have been on a live dub, which if anyone doesn't know what that is, that's basically where you and a group of people will record or just voice act lines from a video game that doesn't have voice acting, particularly stuff like visual novels. And I recently, last year, I was invited to AKL Trifecta's live dub to do Coffee Talk, and I got to voice Hyde, who is
the cuntiest vampire ever.
The cuntiest vampire to ever serve. I love him. He was my favorite character. And through that, I made a bunch of connections with other Twitch streamers, other voice actors, who I have just become really good friends with in that time. And it was great. It was a wonderful time, and I'm very happy that happened. I'm currently in another live dub on that channel as well, where I have been. We've been doing Tavern Talk, and I've been voicing a character named Zephyr. I've been voicing a character named Blaze. No, sorry, Malachite. No, sorry, John. His name changes like every episode, but it's been a lot of fun doing that too. It's been giving me opportunity to not only just get some voice acting practice in, but also meet with a bunch of friends and just have a good time all together, just being funny. So it's been a lot of it's been a great time. I've really been enjoying it.
It's good to hear that you've been doing well. Like, I mean, it's kind of weird because you and I have both been doing quite well, weirdly enough, in terms of like creative endeavors. Granted, now I appreciate I've made a main video for about 7 months, but I don't want to take too much light away from Devin because Devin's been having the best year for his voice acting career. For their voice acting career, sorry, I'm still getting used to that.
Yes, they themmer as notorious they themmer as I like to go by.
I'm trying to undo several years of going by other pronouns. Sorry, I'm gonna.
No, it's cool. It's fine. I get it.
No, I back in November of last year hit 1,000 subscribers finally, and as a result, the Shadow the Hedgehog special is in full production. Part of the reason Devin came actually was so that we could do some stuff for it. I don't want to say too much. I did put a teaser up on the socials. I've been uploading YouTube shorts and TikToks and stuff just to kind of keep the channel alive and keep stuff going there. Will there be another video in the meantime? Yeah, probably, but I want to finish the Shadow script first. I appreciate this has been like 7 months I've been doing this now. 8 months now, sorry. it'll be done when it's done. I don't want to sound like 3D Realms on Duke Nukem Forever, but it'll be done when it's done.
my brain, I didn't think 3D Realms. My brain went to like Linkara. It's like the Power Rangers review will be done when it's done. Like,
oh no, that's not the vibe we're going for. There is actually a fair bit of writing that's been done. To kind of give you an idea, right now this is completed, edited, good to go script, about 25 pages. The average review I have of completed good to go script is between 4 to 6. So that's where a lot of it's coming from. Also, that I do not want to be accused by any weirdo furry on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, whatever the fuck it's called tomorrow, of not doing it properly. So
They're all just Twitter.
Every single fucking level is being discussed. I don't give a shit. Fuck off. This.
I watched you suffer through like some of those levels. It was just. Woo.
We finished playing the game back in February, so it's been about 6 months since I actually finished playing it, but there's so much further to go through. There's so many. I have like 17 pages of notes in my bullet journal about the game, and just every little weird detail and bugs I found and other things to note. Yes, I played it on fucking GameCube. I played the NTSC version because that's what I have. There is actually a note in the review about that, being like, look, I don't give a shit that the Japanese version was apparently different in the dub or whatever. I'm going to play what's accessible to me because This video is going to be a precedent standard setter for me. It's going to be both the special, and I'm going all out on that. We're doing a lot of shit for it, but it's also going to be the rule setter of I'm going to play the most accessible version of a game to the average person. I don't give a fuck about your fucking ROM hack. I don't give a shit about your special patch. What's the version that most people stuck into their console, into their computer, into their whatever? Because otherwise, you're just moving the goalpost, and frankly, you're being a bit of a twat about it. Looking squarely at Sonic fans, you know exactly why.
You are putting so many qualifiers into a game that has never been or ever edited by any of the fans. We love it as it is. It's the greatest game of all time, Adam.
No, there is actually there is actually a fair few edits of this game's added. Like, not a joke. There is seriously a fair bit.
Just like George Lucas didn't acknowledge the Phantom edit, we don't acknowledge any edit of Shadow the Hedgehog. It was perfect the way it came out, and people who don't agree have their opinions.
The one big thing they do is they put the Japanese dub back in, because apparently a lot of the city lines that we know and love, like,
no, I disagree. Who the fuck puts the Japanese dub over fucking Shadow the Hedgehog? Because it's got the greatest lines of all time, like, where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Or my favorite one, it's like taking candy from a baby, and that's fine with me.
Oh my god.
What was the one that's like very sus? It's just like, what are those disgusting black creatures? Like, whoa.
Oh, Shadow, not okay, bud, not okay.
Whoa, Shadow, that felt racially charged.
I'll racially charge you. I hope they change the way they fucking call those guys in fucking Shadow X Sonic, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah,
Shadow X Sonic Generations.
This is the year of Shadow. After all, we are getting a shit of Shadow merchandising and material.
It is the year of Shadow, and I'm not gonna lie, I am very tempted. So like, Party City has that, like, I saw that link that Xander shared with the
Spirit
Party
Halloween.
City Shadow. I want it.
That's a Spirit
I want to
Halloween
buy
Shadow.
it. Oh, okay, yeah, the Spirit Halloween Shadow, like full body, like Kirigumi, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Oh my god!
Like, I want it. So I want to buy it, and then I'm going to stream in October Sonic X Shadow Generations and maybe Shadow the Hedgehog. I will do face cam. I haven't done face cam streams in a hot minute. I will do it wearing that outfit. I swear to God, I will not have my model up, and I will do it. I will fucking do it in that outfit. Do not tempt me.
Devin, darling, no. I want you to record your lines for the video. In that.
Oh God.
I want you to get inside Shadow's skin.
Like, do a behind the scenes video. It's just like, I really had to get like into Shadow's character to like really record these lines, and just cut to me like in the Kirigumi doing the fucking Shadow line.
Just fucking like plastic fucking Easter egg gems just all stuck on the wall with sellotape or something. Just a chili dog on the table. Like, I hate these things.
I mean, I recorded my part for the fucking thing and the Shadow the Hedgehog mask hat thing that I have, so
yes,
we all need to embody it.
Thank you very much.
I'm all for that. I'm 100% into doing that. I like, unironically, like, yes, well, I admit Shadow the Hedgehog is not like the greatest Sonic the Hedgehog game. Yeah, obviously,
Liar.
but it's a lot of shut the fuck up. It's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. I enjoy it because I just think it's silly being able to play as like my favorite character. And there's also the fact that I don't want to spoil it because like it's still under wraps and like I haven't told anybody about this aside from people in the group, but like the cameo we got for the video.
Oh yeah. We can't say anything. We can't say anything. No.
We can't say anything, but we got like the greatest cameo of all time for this video. It's insane.
It'll be in the opening part of the video. That's all you need to know. It's in the opening areas. So there's a cameo. There's also a fair few, shall we say, locations from Technical Cake Mix history, which are going to be in the video as well. I think I can say that, right?
Yeah, you can say that.
So, like, we have a cameo from a very interesting person. We have that. I'm working on some other things as well. Maybe some people who I've collaborated with in the past who I haven't worked with in a couple of years. Maybe seeing how the vibe is, and then going from there.
He's talking about Michael
crazy?
Jordan and fucking LeBron.
No, please, LeBron. No, Shaquille O'Neal.
LeBron's my goat. I'm sorry, but it's true. LeBron's my goat.
Yeah, but
Ohio
Shaquille O'Neal
born, moved to Florida. He's really good at basketball. LeBron's my goat.
Yeah, but Shaquille O'Neal drove from Florida to Los Angeles several times a year and doesn't see how the place is flat. He doesn't see a curve to the earth. The earth is
Yeah,
flat.
but Shaquille O'Neal also made fucking the Icy Hot commercials, and I'll never forgive him for that.
He also made the
Don't
General.
forget about the General.
Yeah. He also got an advert for like a foot fungus or something like that. Like, I feel there's a million things his face is on.
Well, I mean, when you're done playing basketball, I mean, like, what else do you do aside from chill, you know?
There was that, and also he was really financially irresponsible while he was playing. There's a story about how he blew through like a year's paycheck immediately because he bought like a bunch of dumb shit.
Fucking, there's this burger place called Shake Shack, and they opened one here a couple of years ago around my where my job is and shit. And fucking one of my coworkers thought it was called Shake Shack because Shaq owned it.
Oh god!
Oh my god!
He is the face of Papa John's now, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
He has a pizza called the Shackaroni that sometimes is available and sometimes isn't. I wouldn't exactly call him the face of it. Unfortunately, we all know John Shackler's still the place. Yeah, Shackaroni. It's loaded.
What is on the Shackaroni?
It's loaded to the edges with pepperoni. It's quote unquote Shaq's favorite pizza.
So it's just one of those like
it?
edgeless pizzas covered in pepperonis.
Yeah, Little Caesars beat him to it with the old world Fanceroni.
Oh. You know, I've never had Little Caesars.
Don't. It's not bad when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you it's bad, but fucking it's not great either.
I was talking to Shelby last night, actually. Because Shelby was like, yeah, we get it every now and then because it's 2 pizzas feed everyone and it's like $6 a pie. And I'm like, I kind of get the appeal, but how good can it be if it's hot and ready? And I think
whenever you want it.
It's hot and ready.
Get it tonight.
I mean, yeah. Like,
Adam doesn't realize it, but I just used him saying that to do the old commercial.
I remember the old commercial. You fuck. God damn it. I will say, like, I have recently had Little Caesars, and I didn't get the hot and ready. Like, I actually ordered a pizza from them. I got like a Supreme, and then they have those little pizza pastry puffs. That's not like they're stuffed with like pepperoni. And I'm like, it wasn't the worst thing I've had. Like, it was like fairly cheap. It didn't cost me a fucking arm and a leg to get, and I enjoyed the snackage. Now, did I have horrible acid reflux after? Yes, obviously I did, because I had too much pizza, but that's beside the point.
I mean, I gave you good pizza from around me, so like you've seen my pizza options. Like, why would I go into? I was about to say a city name near me. Why would I go into major city near me that has crime issues to get a shit pizza when I can stay local and go to a place which used to be run by the mob?
Or you can stay local that has crime
not
issues.
Not a joke. Not a joke. Whoa.
But before we go, okay. Speaking of like food that I had when I was up there.
Hang on. Whoa, I'm still not done with Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay, we go back to Shadow real quick.
Yeah,
What is
so
Shadow the
fucking
Hedgehog for a
specifically speaking on the alleged patch that replaces the amazing English fucking voice acting with the fucking Japanese version. Jason Griffith is the Shadow the Hedgehog. There has never been a better Shadow the Hedgehog. The original Shadow isn't good at all. The fucking Japanese Shadow's all right. I'll give him that. And like I don't want to like put any disrespect on the current voice actor of Shadow, but like he just doesn't fit the character for me. Jason Griffith is the fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, and the fact that they were like, instead of making the right decision like we did with Tails to make the Tails voice actors be Tails, we're gonna fucking make Keanu Reeves be Shadow in Sonic 3, and I'm not happy with that.
I'm fine with
My
it.
thing is like,
I want a voice actor to be a
is-
voice actor.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. Like, okay, so like as a voice actor, I think we need to really like acknowledge the fact that when it comes to major cinema releases, like stuff that's released in theaters and shit like that, voice actors get the fucking short end of the stick, despite being trained actors, putting in a metric fuckload of effort and like and time into this career that we do, and not getting the acknowledgement that they deserve, and all because like we're not big name actor that showed up on a movie you liked like 20 years ago, and it sucks. Like the voice actress for Tails, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, I think is what her name is.
Yeah. She was the voice of Tails in
people-
the cartoons, right?
Yeah, she's the voice of Tails in the games, and she voiced Tails in Sonic 2, the movie that came out a couple of years ago. People had to fight to like get her acknowledged on the fucking like on the posters and shit. You know, and it's just like it's fucking annoying that people have to fight for that, because it's just like she's part of the cast and she's been Tails for quite a while, and it's very annoying. And like as voice actors, it's just like we know how to act with our voices. Like all voice actors are actors, but not all actors are voice actors. Does that make sense? Like, can I say that? And does that make sense?
Yeah,
That makes sense. I mean,
Ben
Keanu Reeves
Affleck's
has
certainly
done
not a fucking voice actor, but he can face act.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves has done some voice acting in the past, which is good. I think a big part of it, though, and I'm going to sound like a Hollywood executive for a second, okay? So I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second.
I know why they did it. Like,
there was a big fan push for either him or Hayden Christensen.
I hate fans. I hate fans so fucking much. Fans should shut up and stop trying to make fucking decisions. That's why we get shit like the new Star Wars.
I know. And the other big thing as well is, and this is going to be a very cynical thing for me to say, and I apologize in advance because, Xander, you're going to get very angry when I say this, but it's true. The budget for the first Sonic the Hedgehog film was about, $80 million? $70 million? It was a decent budget, but it wasn't groundbreaking. For the second one was about $110 million. The rumored budget for this third one is $150 million. Now, it's not going to just be enough to get the people that know Sonic the Hedgehog or Shadow into the movie theater this time around. They need to also get the normies they managed to, pull into it through the first two films being quite successful and actually quite well received, to basically come back and basically bring their friends. Most likely the budget's $150 million. Keanu Reeves is a big name. He has voice acting experience. He's fan friendly. In quote unquote geek culture, he's pretty much well loved. I mean, I can think of the whole Your
I understand all of these.
Cyberpunk.
These are the normie CEO decisions, and yes, you're not saying anything I don't already know or the audience doesn't already know.
Yeah.
Like, we're aware of why the decision was made. Like,
I'm not against it being Keanu Reeves. At least he does have a decent pool of voice acting experience, and he seems like a nice enough guy. But at the same time, it's kind of just like you do wonder they like even considered like a Jason Griffith, or they considered anybody else before going with that decision.
my two counterpoints are that yes, Keanu Reeves is a good voice actor, but the only roles that he's good in are the ones that are written for him. Like Cyberpunk 2077, we all know I'm the resident defender of that. Fucking great performance in that, but it is Keanu Reeves. Like, you don't hear anybody but Keanu Reeves in that. Second counterpoint, Neil Patrick Harris didn't make the Smurfs any more fucking successful.
No, he did not. But I would argue that Idris Elba being Knuckles definitely helped that film get some more precedence.
And that's another thing that surprised the fuck out of me. because when Idris Elba was announced for fucking Knuckles, I was like, okay, yes, I'm down with this, but like, I am also the resident Idris Elba fanboy.
Yeah.
Well, and this is just me, I guess, personally. I think I've heard Idris Elba in more voiceover roles, and I've seen him acting anyway. I think he's one of those like actors that does like a lot of voice acting too. Because like I've heard him in, what else have I heard? I know I've heard him in, like, he was in Zootopia, I think.
Yeah.
And then he was in something else. I think he was in like a game or something not too long ago.
He's in
I
Phantom
don't remember.
Liberty, Cyberpunk 2077 as well, and he's the best part of that. He's the one of the best fucking voice actors in that whole fucking game. Like, he doesn't have a whole bunch of like lines, but like he has a couple of monologues, and when he goes off, like, I was on the edge of my fucking seat and like fucking just emotional as shit the entire time he's fucking talking. I'm like, oh god damn, this guy's good.
The big thing for me with him was because he's British, and like I grew up obviously. Big secret, Adam is British. Horrible.
No way. What the fuck? We've been doing a podcast with a Brit this entire time.
I know.
Sandra, why don't you fucking tell me something?
know. But I remember watching him when I was growing up in a lot of TV shows. Like, he was always in like the after watershed like dramas. Like, I think he was in Ultraviolet, and I want to say he was in I think he was in Silent Witness 2. Don't quote me on that. His daytime TV role, he was in a soap opera about police called The Bill. He was in that for a couple of years. So I'm seeing him in that growing up, and I also I can't remember what he was in. There's something else he was in before he got really famous, and then he went to the States, and it just kind of went from there for him. Didn't he also? Was he also in American Gangster? I'm trying to think of like things like sorry. Point is though, is that he's been around the block a while, and yeah, you're right. He was also in a whole bunch of voice acting roles. Like, I know he's in a whole bunch of Adult Swim stuff. Before, like, I want to say he was in Aqua Teen or Robot Chicken. I know he's in something like that. Again, don't quote me. You've got anyone listening at home has Google. Look it up for yourself. And then, of course,
challenge ourselves not to use Google to look up information while on a podcast.
Well, I don't want to touch anything on this computer right now in case I fuck something up while the recording's going on, Devon. It's called being a responsible professional host, Devon.
Meanwhile, I also have the current Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS championship going on while also participating in the conversation. I'm not really at all paying attention to it. I only just brought back up because I forgot I had it on stream.
Wasn't Idris Elba also in that terrible Andy Serkis Jungle Book film they released a few years ago?
I didn't watch it. I refuse to watch any fucking Disney remake. Fuck those shit.
Same.
It wasn't at Disney. It was when because it had gone into public domains. It was somebody else made it, but Andy Serkis was the guy who directed it, and it got delayed like years, and then it was crap.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It had the cultural impact of a fart.
Yeah, it did. No, it really did. It was like one of those most interesting things because it got delayed, and I was like, oh my god! And then it got delayed enough that the normies stopped caring, and the people who really cared about it like watched it when it finally got dumped on like Netflix in 2020, and it was like, oh. This was terrible. Shere Khan. He was Shere Khan. It's my memory's coming back now. He was the tiger.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it because I didn't know about it, and B, I probably would have assumed it was Disney, and C, Disney can suck my fucking nuts.
Oh, we're aware.
I
don't have to go on the Disney tirade. I'm not going to.
Yeah, we all hate Disney. Back on the that's a lot of dead people. Back on the fucking
What the fuck?
What the? Who the fuck drops that in the middle of a conversation?
Huh? Don't worry about it. Back on the Keanu Reeves thing. I will give him like, I'm not gonna go into the. Jesus Christ, brain, come on, work here. I'm not gonna go into the showing being like, oh, this is gonna suck. Keanu Reeves is gonna put in a bad performance because I want to give everything a fair shot, and everything so far about Sonic 3 has me thinking that like it's people who give a shit about it making it, and the massive drastic fucking improvement from 1 to 2 was already like proof enough that like the controls of the series changed over to people who actually give a shit about it. So hopefully they give like Shadow an actual like emotional performance where he gets to like yell and fucking like go on like a soliloquy or some dumb shit about like all the shit that's happened to him, and like just like start like fucking raving mad so Keanu can get into like the fucking like some of the range he got during the Johnny Silverhand rants and shit, and less of a John Wick guy, I don't want him to just do John Wick as Shadow. That would piss me the fuck off because Shadow's not John Wick.
Frankly, I'm just waiting.
I'm the ultimate life form.
I'm just waiting
What?
for a bunch of people in the theater to celebrate as the Hedgehog has a mental breakdown after the 10-year-old girl gets shot. I'm enjoying the silence for that one.
If they even do that part, I don't know.
They will. It's a canon event, Devin. They will. It's a canon event. You can't change a canon event, Devin.
The whole point of spoilers for Across the Spider-Verse. The whole point of Across the Spider-Verse is that canon events are bullshit.
Yeah.
I've never seen the films for the records.
Why have you still not fucking seen Into the Spider? You stupid fuck. You actual dumb asshole. Go fucking watch it. It's a good fucking movie.
Maybe eventually. I think the plan today.
Don't you maybe eventually be? I was fucking at your house. I should have forced you to watch it, you fucking twat.
Well, there's winners and losers in life, Devin.
I'm about to get real angry. What were we talking about before that? Keanu Reeves. I think I made my point.
Food.
Pee-pee-pee-pee?
Or Sonic. I don't know. We're talking about voice acting.
We were talking about pizza. We were talking about, like, there's good pizza in my town.
No, I think he meant specifically with the Keanu Reeves stuff. We were talking about voice acting and actors.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also really weird that there's been, like, no fucking marketing for this movie whatsoever yet. Like, what the fuck is going on?
When's it coming out again? December?
A couple months, yeah. You see at least a fucking trailer by now, you know?
I have a suspicion as to why.
I was gonna say, because all three of us, we went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
And none of us, I'm gonna assume, not one of us saw a trailer for
I saw
Sonic
this
3.
fucked up trailer for this horrible looking fucking Christmas movie where fucking, like, The Rock and Captain America are in it, and, like, they're like fucking government agents, like, trying to fucking go rescue Santa or some shit. It's the most god awful shit I've ever seen fucking advertised in my life, and I have to watch it the day it comes out.
Yeah. So, if I was to hazard a guess as to why, and this is just me throwing out theoreticals as to why they haven't dropped anything yet. We are still in the summer blockbuster season. Granted, we're in the tail end of it, but we're still in the summer blockbuster season. Deadpool and Wolverine just dropped, which, let's be real, I appreciate. One's an R-rated film, one's probably going to be a PG or a PG-13. They're touching on each other in terms of, like, the audience that they're going to attract, right? The other big thing they're also wanting to avoid, and the other big thing I think they're having to really kind of tiptoe around, is that there is 3 big releases still yet to come between now and that film being dropped. One's coming next month, another next 2 in October. Now,
what are they?
One of them
I'm
is
not aware.
Gladiator 2,
Ew.
Wicked.
No,
and I know. You got to think like a normie. And the second Joker film is being released as well in October.
Those are both gonna be fucking ass.
Before we go any further, Adam.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I do want to say one thing. If you don't think that the audience for Deadpool and Wolverine would also go and watch Sonic 3, I think you're wildly incorrect, because
that's why I said
I personally am looking forward to watching a dude in red and black hold a gun and start shooting people like crazy. That's just me personally, because that's Deadpool, Shadow. I'm just saying,
Devin,
the parallels are there.
That's why I did say, like, I did say there's going to be a fair bit of bleed over audience, regardless if one's an R and a PG-13. There's going to be a lot of bleed over. So that was my point. My guess is they're intentionally holding back a little tiny bit, probably until maybe October time, just to get those big things out of the way, because you don't want to overload the public conscience with big releases right now. We've seen the box office start to recover post-COVID properly. We haven't seen it get back to 100%, and people are still spreading out the big films pretty thinly. Like, think about 2019, 2018 era, right? Before COVID, before everything kind of got messed up in the box office, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many big superhero films came out a year?
Like one a year, give or take?
No, more than that. It was like one a month. Like in 2018, 2019 alone, there was something like 7 or 8 Marvel films. And
were there?
Yeah, no, it was crazy building up into Endgame, into Infinity War. And then all of a sudden there was nothing, and now we're getting one big Marvel film a year, maybe 2. Was it last year you had the Spider-Man film? This year it's Deadpool and Wolverine. They're very much slowing down, and audiences are responding better by giving them better box office receipts in return. So my guess is we'll probably see something October time, first, second week of October is my guess. and then they'll move on from there.
No, I think that the film's in some sort of fucking development hell and reshoots and rewrites and shit. And I think it's not completely finished. Otherwise, they would have shown at least a teaser by now. I don't think it's completely solidified.
They've shown teasers.
Not in public.
But there's no teasers with that. There's no teasers that show any characters.
Yes,
the only teaser we've got. What are you talking about?
The one with the holding the slate and it's like wrap filming and it's like
I'm talking about like actual fucking like a teaser. That's like a fucking picture of the set.
Like yeah, that's not.
We're talking about
like we're talking like. Yeah, like something that shows characters moving, showing character interaction. Like the only thing that we've had
even
so far,
just a voice clip of fucking Shadow.
Yeah, the only thing that we've had so far has been like visual, has been like a little stinger that has like the logo and it's playing like the live and learn riff. Yeah. That's it. That's all we've gotten so far.
So you basically, you don't want a teaser, you want a teaser trailer to be specific.
Yeah, I want something to prove that like this thing even exists, because like the marketing for the last two movies started way fucking earlier than this and shit like that. It's just I feel like the way it's going right now, it's got me concerned that it's going through like massive rewrites and development hell and shit, and like it's gonna be like a patched together like fucking committee job by the end. Speaking
of someone who's lived in this industry, educated industry, I'm not worried at all. This to me reeks of we're avoiding a few big blockbusters, and because they basically got Christmas for themselves. It comes out on December 20th, right? Like it's right before Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to movie releases, so I have no idea what's coming out.
No, this is a pretty big year for people's projects that have been kind of delayed. So I'm not too worried. This is it should be fine. The only thing I will say is there was a teaser trailer shown behind closed door back in April.
Yeah, and but that's again showed behind closed doors. That's one of those we don't really want to commit to this yet because we haven't completely fucking like this isn't solidified kind of shit. Yeah,
there was like a Shadow on a motorcycle. Eggman is fat. There's a three-way fight between Knuckles, Shadow, and Sonic/Tails. So we're just I get the feeling they'll probably drop that sooner than later, but I suspect we'll see a full fat trailer. What month was that? 18th of August is recording this. Hey, dating it. So quote me on this. Second week of October. Sorry, you'll have a full fat trailer. Quote me. If you don't have it by October 14th, I will...
Owe me $20,000.
No, I'll do one.
Yes, you heard it here, folks. Adam owes me $20,000 if we don't get the trailer.
No.
Again, my concern was not about when the trailer's coming out, but the fact that they haven't started marketing at all yet.
October. I'll call it now, October. There'll be 2 months
of advertising. It doesn't matter if it comes out in October. That doesn't make the point I was making any less moot.
Well, I've just seen the stuff for Joker Folie Do Now, and that comes out like a month from now.
I can't believe they're making that into a fucking shit-ass jukebox musical. If you're gonna make a musical, be original about it. I'm so fucking tired of jukebox musicals. Let's license a bunch of fucking songs that don't fit the fucking situation so we can fucking make a stupid artsy musical, because I can't make comedy anymore, because comedy got too woke. Sorry, I hate him.
So yeah, if the Shadow trailer...
Hey, who? Wait. Who do you hate?
The director. He's a fucking dumbass.
The director?
Yeah, the guy who made The Hangover.
Oh. Wait, the guy who made The Hangover is doing Joker's sequel?
He did the first Joker, too. And his whole fucking, like, thing about it was I went and made a serious movie because you can't make comedy now because woke.
That's so stupid.
I don't think we were using woke back then, though.
So, yeah, if the Sonic 3 trailer doesn't drop by the second week of October, by the 14th of October, I will do one of these episodes after doing 4 shots of vodka.
No, I think we're good. I think we're...
You want that. You want that.
No, I don't.
One, I don't handle my alcohol, and 2, I'm quite fun drunk.
I don't like drunk people.
I'm not that bad drunk. I'm not that bad. Maybe we'll discuss a different illicit substance, which may or may not be legal in your state, depending on where you are in the country.
Well, fucking... I can't call her that. I can't call her that on this. If Kamala Harris wins, we make it legal marijuana.
Oh, God.
You just remembered what I did not call her.
Yeah, no, I know. I hate this.
Don't.
I knew the second you said Kamala Harris, I was just like, oh, I know what you were gonna fucking say. God,
Don't worry, listeners.
Not...
I am a stan, or whatever the fuck we're calling it now. K-Hive.
He is a well-adjusted individual. We promise. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Even I can't give you a straight face saying that. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a lot of dead bodies. Holy shit.
What are you looking at that has a bunch of dead bodies?
Don't worry about it. We'll get to it when I bring it up. So next topic I wanted to bring up is, you guys remember the creator of Cool Cat?
Yeah, yeah. Daddy Derek.
He makes fucking rap music now. I'll give you 3 guesses what his stage name is.
DJ Cool Cat?
Nope.
Daddy Derek?
Nope.
DJ
Really?
Derek?
What was that last one, Adam?
Daddy Derek?
No, none of them have to do with his current name.
I said... I have no idea.
Hood Rat.
Huh?
And he wears an all-black get-up, including black gloves and a black ski mask that completely covers everything, so you can't see that he's white. Guess what the first song that I saw him release was that I listened to?
Please tell me it doesn't have the N-word in it.
It's worse.
Oh, no.
No, okay, I can't say that. Sorry, that's slander. It does not say the N-word.
Okay, it's not.
We all know
okay,
that Father Daryl, or whatever his name is, fucking... I know what his name is.
Daddy Derek.
We all know that the patron saint of the cat fucking avoids swearing and shit, and he would scoff at me saying shit and fuck and piss and ass and tits and jujube and fucking all that. He doesn't swear, but it's cool. It's Hood Rat says vote for Trump.
Well,
And it's like a 6-minute quote-unquote political rap about how he didn't like Trump when he was in office, but now he wants him back, and that you should vote for him. And it has what I assume is a royalty-free beat, but then he does this transition thing, but just layers that transition that is completely different fucking key signature, completely different fucking BPM, completely different fucking rhythm, all that shit, on top of the already playing sample. And so they just play whenever he wants it to. And also, he doesn't rap remotely on beat, and it sounds like he recorded whatever I keep saying rap, that's giving it too much respect. It sounds like he recorded the vocals before he even knew what the track was, and then just put it over it. It's completely fucking unhinged. It is the worst shit I have ever heard in my life, and I can't stop listening to it.
I was thinking about him recently. I'll confess there's something I do, which is kind of weird. I do rewatch some of my old videos sometimes, just to kind of get out of ideas and make sure I haven't done something already. I rewatched my Bubsy video recently, and in it there's a joke that Bubsy has an estranged son that he hasn't seen in years, and the joke is that it's Cool Cat, because they're both orange cats and they're both cringe as fuck.
I remember that joke.
And let's be real, Daddy Derek is not biological dad. That's definitely stepdaddy Derek. Which implies a whole bunch of weird things if you're on the hub. But yeah, I was thinking about him recently, and I must admit, the thought crossed my mind of, I wonder what that motherfucker's up to these days, because that is like Cool Cat and the whole 9 yards there. That is like one of the last bastions of things as a YouTuber I do not want to cross, because it just seems like such a legal headache. The guy is very... For those who don't know much about Derek, what's his name, the guy behind this, Cool Cat was a project he did where he wanted to make like kids PSA films, like what to do if kids find a gun, for example, what to do, how to deal with a bully, yada yada yada.
What to do if somebody comes up to you in a parking lot and tries to sexually assault you as a woman and you have a gun on you. Very specific, stupid, wild ass situations.
Yeah, the guy does not take criticism, be it valid or invalid, very well at all. And naturally, as these things do, eventually they trickle down to the right person at the right time on the right YouTube channel. I think it was it Your Movie Sucks found it, as well as I Hate Everything found Cool Cat.
Those were the two that I was aware of, yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun with it because they're terrible. Like, these films are really badly made. The guy very clearly thinks he's making hot shit. He really wants this Cool Cat character to be like an ambassador or a franchise or something, which just ain't gonna happen. And the guy, there's a whole saga basically where the guy went on a copyright-esque. What's his name? Matt has the bald guy in H3 back in the day. Well, no, tried to have that, but without anywhere near the success, and it ended up being kind of a bit of a drawn saga back and forth between the channels, YouTube and them, and ultimately TLDR, Daddy Derek lost because, fair use is a real thing in terms of copyright law. And the internet kind of moved on, but this guy every now and then re-emerges with a weird new cringe project. Usually it involves Cool Cat. Usually it's a new Cool Cat film.
Sometimes it's an award show that is variously called the 420 Awards or the 419.9 Awards, depending on whatever the fuck is going on that year.
Yeah, and it's just weird, and the guy is... Look, I don't want to burn any bridges on the off chance that I do end up doing something more serious involving the Cool Cat media or anything like that. The guy is notoriously a little bit, not all there. Allegedly, we're gonna be using my favorite A word. Allegedly impersonated a law firm to try and get people to take down videos before, things like that. Like we're not talking somebody who is of sound and stable mind, shall we say?
So
allegedly,
in his Vote for Trump song, he shouts out his fucking hood rat website because he makes a 90s style website for fucking each and every.
I'm sorry, there's a website
for each and every character that he has. It's hoodrat-something.com. Hang on, I'm in the middle of a Halo match, and that's why I keep saying a bunch of dead bodies. I've been playing Halo this whole fucking time.
You playing fucking Halo in the middle of the fucking
the entire fucking time. This is the third game. We're winning.
You're actually a cunt.
But he shouts out his website, and so fucking YMS on one of his live streams, I caught the highlight for it. I'm not gonna take credit for discovering this. This is all more your movie sucks stuff. He goes to the website, and there's this whole audio rant. It was probably also a video rant, but I was playing Halo at the time, so I wasn't looking. Story of my life. And he's going on a rant about how people keep saying, like, the outfit that he's in looks like Kanye West, and he's like, I don't like no Kanye West. I don't look like no Kanye West. I look like Hood Rat. I'm Hood Rat. Just dumb fucking wild shit going on this fucking just rant. And he's doing this thing where he will like cyclically repeat the things he's saying like over and over. And goddamn, he just sounds just like a recovering addict. I'll put it that way.
So like, does he think he's making trap or something?
What?
You know how like trap
music
like repeats the same line a lot.
No, because like trap music isn't even like a lyrical thing. Trap music is the background beat that you're listening to.
Got ya.
Yeah, hip hop is more about like the beat rather than the rap. Rap is the technical application of the vocals that the lyricist applies, while as hip hop in general doesn't require rap as a technique in order to exist. You can have instrumental hip hop and shit like that too. So most of the time when you hear genre differentiations, unless it's something like quote unquote mumble rap, it's usually referring to the music. Sorry, I just went on music autism for a second.
That's fine.
No, it's cool. That's your thing.
Yeah.
That's your thing. That's fine.
Like I'll be honest with you. When it comes to rap music, I'm pretty lost for the most part. So I was honestly more genuinely asking for context because when I think of trap, I think of, was it Childish Gambino? This Is America. Is that is considered trap, right?
Is it?
I think it is.
I'm trying to remember how the hi-hats go, because like the big key, thing about trap is it's real heavy on the 808s, which is like the bass line, and it's real heavy, and the hi-hats are going at like double or triple time, so you have like a really fast syncopated like hi-hat like rhythm going on. And I'll be honest, I've never listened to This Is America.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the song by itself has no real impact. With the video, now you need the video for it to actually be as good as
I have this thing where things become memes, I just don't engage with them. And like, I know that's like a detriment to a lot of artistic experiences, but that thing became such a fucking meme immediately. I was like, I'm gonna wait a few years before I listen to this. Like Undertale, I still haven't played Undertale because that fucking blew up and annoyed the shit out of me, and I don't want like that annoyance with it to color my perception. Perception? You know what the fuck I mean.
I haven't played Undertale either because the fan base annoyed the crap out of
it.
It's
but then I forget. Then I forget to go back and engage with the thing.
I will say, as far as engaging with both of those things, for the record, This Is America and Undertale, I think you should watch the music video because I like the song.
Yeah.
And Undertale, I think it's a pretty interesting game. I will admit, yeah, the fan base is and can be kind of annoying. But I think we're so far out. We're almost at like 10 years since the game came out, to where I think if you played it now without, because if you don't know anything about Undertale, if you don't know the way the game works or the way that just anything about the game, I think that it's a good time to hop into it without any prior knowledge of the game.
I've had the whole thing completely fucking spoiled for me, so
I'm so sorry about that.
I know all the things, the game mechanics, the genocide ending, the pacifist ending, the not the middle of the road shit, the deleting your fucking save, the always being fucked up after you do the bad ending, all that kind of shit.
Yeah. But Adam, I think if you haven't played it, you should dip your toes into it because it is a charming little game, I think. And it's not bad made by like one guy. And that guy, I should say, has gone on to do stuff with like Pokemon. Like he did the music for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the raid battle theme, which I really enjoy. So yeah, I don't know. You should give it a look.
And Sans on the Hill was in Smash as a Mii costume, but still
as a Mii costume, and he got to play against Sakurai too. He got invited to Sakurai's place, which I think is like that's pretty cool.
I'll always appreciate its existence just for the porn. Toriel's hot. I'm sorry, you can't make something that hot and expect me not to jerk off to it.
Xander, one day you're going to make a therapist very rich.
Well, no, because, see, this section of the podcast has been skipped because Xander went on a political rant. And that's why I will never go to therapy.
Oh, my God. I didn't think those things were possible to be said about our government in this day and age. But, you know, I figure it makes a lot of sense.
So you're saying the Shadow Wizard Money Gang is real? Oh, my God.
All right, well, I guess I have enough money to go get the stuff to make a guillotine. I mean, I'll get on it when I get a chance.
Hey, nothing incriminating. Nothing incriminating, Devin. Let me take all the
blame. What? I was just talking about my project that I want to do at home, building self-made guillotines at home to cut watermelons with. What does this have to do with the government? Huh?
When guillotines first used to like cut logs, like there was a genuine reason they were first made, and then someone went. In the Middle Ages, I went, hang on a minute, we can throw French aristocrats in here too.
We can throw people in this. Why would you want to throw people in it?
Fun. That's right, because we were beheading the old-fashioned way with a big old fucking axe and a big dude, and then someone just went, we can make it this easier on everybody just by pulling a rope. And they went, yeah.
What a concept.
Any last words? No. You sure? Yeah.
Any last words? Big diggity, dig biggity, big diggity.
Pull the rope. Swear to God, if I was the executioner and someone started doing like bababoo, I'd just pull the fucking rope then and there. Like I don't care anymore.
Could you imagine that being your last words?
Bababoo. Dead. God.
Oh no. Oh my God. What would you want your last words to be? I'm curious.
I died as I lived. Coming. Oh wait, that's Sanders' last words.
Previous question. That's
Sanders' last words, not mine. Sorry.
I don't want to know anymore.
Nah, for real. I think my last words would probably be something like live fast, eat ass. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't know. That's a deep question, Devin. You can't put me on the spot like that.
Bitch.
I lived in Philadelphia for 5 years, so I don't know. Go Birds.
I think mine are just going to be, what are you going to do, stab me?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
What are you going to do, stab me? Oh, fuck me.
Considering the last time I got stabbed, my words were, no, I don't fuck with that. I don't really know what my last words would be. It'd probably be something fucking stupid like, oh shit, that dog looks mad.
Hey, Hey, this is a really great red T-shirt I just bought. Check this thing out. I love it. It's so comfortable. Oh, look, a bull.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it's probably going to be like, maybe I should go on the other side of the street from this pit bull.
No, I've got one. Wow, this bacon-scented soap I got is really great. It smells so good. Oh, hi, doggy.
Oh man. So to completely change the subject. So I spoke earlier about doing voiceover stuff. And it just literally in the middle of recording the podcast, I got a message about it. So my friends and I did a comic dub, and I finally got to voice Spider-Man in something.
Woo!
Let's go me.
Life goal achieved right there, right?
Well, I mean, my life goal is to actually voice Spider-Man in something like official, but this is a start. Yeah, I got to voice Spider-Man in a comic dub where they kill Paul, and I don't know if you guys know who Paul is. Do you guys? Okay, are either of you aware with the current run of Spider-Man?
No.
Not really, no.
Okay,
you
cool.
explained who Paul is before, but you should definitely do it here because it's very funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only,
Okay,
for
cool.
the reference, I've only read like 3 comic books in my entire life, so my answer is always no.
All of them are Malamore.
So I guess this last bit of the podcast is going to be Devin rants about Spider-Man for a bit. Wonderful return to form. Okay, so the current run of Spider-Man is written by one Zeb Wells, who you may know, who had a writing credit on Deadpool and Wolverine, which I would love to talk about that movie at some point on the podcast, but we'll get back to that.
We should do it after this rant, because I have a couple things related to it that was also related to you playing Spider-Man, so they'll segue nicely.
Okay, cool. So we are going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, and we will say spoilers when we start, and then it'll probably be until the end of the podcast. So anyway, okay. So anyways, it's written by one Zeb Wells, and what has happened in the current run of Amazing Spider-Man is that at a certain point, Spider-Man and Mary Jane were transferred to some like weird alternate world, and they were trying to escape. And in mid-escape, Spider-Man gets separated from Mary Jane, goes back to our world, where it turns out he's only been gone for like a week, while they were in this other world for like a few months. So Spider-Man is trying to get back to the other world to save Mary Jane. And he makes a deal with like Norman Osborn. They work together. They use the tracker that was on Spider-Man that got him back to send him back to this world. So Pete's been gone for like, I wouldn't say like at this point, from Mary Jane, a month of his time, which is like almost a year, maybe more from this time with Mary Jane. So he finally gets back to this other world. And when he gets there, Mary Jane is with like some other dude named Paul, and they have kids. And it's just like, whoa, hold up. What the fuck? What's going on? I don't like this. No one liked this. The reaction to this was fucking vehemently awful. And we've gotten to this point where like everyone hates Paul. No one likes this fucking character. I'm not sure if she's still with him, because I stopped reading the Ultimate or Amazing Spider-Man because it's dog shit. Ultimate Spider-Man, very good. It's been a very good run so far. We're only like 8 or so volumes in. But this is Amazing Spider-Man. And like it got to a point where those fucking kids that they had died, and people fucking cheered. Like, that's how bad this fucking run was. Children were erased from existence, and the comic book consensus was like, this was a good thing. And I'm like, that is so incredibly fucked up. To the point where the comic dub I'm voicing, they kill Paul. Paul dies in this comic dub. Virgil kills him. Like Spider-Man calls in like an assist. And he's like, I've had it with your bullshit, Paul. And Virgil, get him. And then Virgil kills him. And then I literally am screaming, oh, fuck you, Zeb Wells, Mary Jane, I'm coming home. You know, that was like the bit I did. And like, this whole thing with fucking Zeb Wells, like writing in his weird fucking cuck fetish into comics, I'm like, please fucking stop this. And then, so when I saw that he was like writing for Deadpool and Wolverine, I was very concerned, because I'm just like, oh great, fucking Vanessa is gonna like be separated from Deadpool and is gonna have like a new boyfriend or some shit. And boy, if I like almost called it, like Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so so fucking tired of this guy. Like, now I will say that didn't not make Deadpool Wolverine a fun movie. Like, it was a very fun movie. I really enjoyed myself watching Deadpool Wolverine, but holy fuck, Zeb Wells, please just stop. It's gotten so bad that people have like just stopped reading Amazing Spider-Man and have gone off to other Spider-Man media. Like I said, me personally, I've been reading Ultimate Spider-Man and it's been a very good run. Who knew that letting Peter Parker be an adult with a wife and kids and still be a superhero would be a good run? Holy shit, what a fucking concept. Wow, it's almost like we wanted this the entire fucking time. Like, yeah, should it be difficult for Spider-Man to be Spider-Man? Yes, it should be. It's not a fun thing to be Spider-Man. However, it's still going to be fucking a good run. It's still going to be an interesting comic. It's going to be a good read. Like just let us fucking have this. Let Peter be happy while also dealing with his fucking life as Spider-Man. And that's all I ask. That is all I ask. And we're getting that in Ultimate. We're getting that in Ultimate so far. And again, we're only like a few comics in. We're not super into it yet.
There's always room for Mephisto to come in and make a bad deal.
I'm so tired of One More Day. I am so fucking sick of One More Day. Aunt May was like 80. Let the bitch die. People fucking die. She had a full fucking life, Pete. Fuck's sake. Let go. So anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah,
this is the bit where we talk about Deadpool Wolverine.
Is anyone?
If you want to avoid spoilers, skip to wherever Xander says we are done talking about Deadpool.
Yeah, because we're gonna launch immediately into spoilers. This is your warning now. We're not gonna hold back. It may not like immediately be like, oh, fucking, insert detail here, but like, just fair warning now.
So let's give the people a countdown, okay? So in 10, 9. 8,
4, 3, 2,
now,
1.
Henry
7,
Cavill as Wolverine,
6.
everybody.
I was trying to get the Calvary countdown. I was trying to get honestly, isn't that was fun. Do you know what the weirdest bit for me was? And I know why he wasn't there. But when like Deadpool has like the photograph, or Wade Wilson's the photograph of the 9 people on the table that match of his life, that's that somebody from the first 2 films, a very important character and also central to Deadpool as a character, is missing throughout the entire film, just not present at all.
Yeah, because this actor's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy.
I know. Weasel is missing, and I'm like, part of me wonders if they wanted to make a joke about it, but they didn't even touch it, and I'm just thinking to myself, like,
which one's Weasel?
He was played by T.J. Miller, so he was the greasy, skeevy, like, in the first film, he's the bartender.
You look like an avocado, fucked a rotted avocado.
Oh, the guy with the fucking, the brain damage, like, literally. Like, not even as, like, a derogatory, like, literally had suffered from fucking severe brain damage.
He was the one who was in Silicon Valley and in 2016 quit because the people didn't donate enough money to Hillary Clinton campaign or something like that. That's not a joke. You can quote me on that. He was Weasel in Deadpool and Deadpool 2. Weasel is like a pretty major character too. They didn't really write him out that he wasn't there. I thought that was a little weird. They didn't find a way to kind of get around that, being like, oh, how's Weasel? In jail, being fucking, I don't know.
Honestly, I don't
license
care.
Plates. It would have been nice because they made this whole joke about being thrown away and recycled. It would have made sense given the theme of the film.
Here's the thing: I don't think it fucking matters because, like, if you ask anyone who's knows about Deadpool, I thought Weasel was a character who they added to the movies. I didn't know who the fuck that was, and with him being gone in the 3rd film, I genuinely don't give a shit. I think it's fine. And not even touching upon it, I think not even touching upon it was probably the best move.
Yeah, Deadpool was like the series I was reading the most when I was a teenager, so like, Weasel's pretty sick.
I've never read a single Deadpool comic.
I'd recommend you reading the Daniel Way run.
I have no patience for comics. I just did completely fucking read all of Invincible in one sitting, so I don't have any room to talk.
And you read Scott Pilgrim too.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, no, it was just kind of weird. It would be kind of funny they acknowledged it because they could have easily just made an offhand joke about it. It's like, oh yeah, where is he? Printing license plates forever. Just like where he fucking belongs. But yeah, no, it was good though. It was really good. I will say there's a couple of a lot of like kind of wink wink nudge nudge poke in the elbow. Here you go, comic fanboys. Here's a crucified Wolverine finally. Here's a Wolverine of accurate height hopping off a bar stool. Here's a
that short Wolverine scene specifically reminded me that like Wolverine is short And I was like, oh,
Yes.
fuck, okay. Shit. So now my impossible, I know I will never achieve this goal, is to somehow, some way, whenever a huge Jackman is finally actually passing the torch on, somehow, some way, become
90.
Wolverine.
Yeah, like Wolverine canonically is like 5'5". He's
I'm
tiny.
5'8", I can crouch.
Hell yeah. There was a really good, but a lot of like, you know, for my era of reading, particularly for X-Men comics, a lot of like, here you go. Channing Tatum was Gambit. Oh god, I didn't realize how much I needed that. I didn't realize
that was a choice, and I honestly I don't hate it.
I couldn't understand
You know
a fucking word he was saying.
You know he
That's-
actually is.
I mean,
you know he is like from Louisiana, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's not that. What you're used to hearing him speak is to put on actually does for TV. That's how he actually speaks.
I will say the thing I didn't like, and this and don't get me wrong. So first and foremost, one, I love Gambit. Gambit's probably one of my favorite X-Men.
Yeah.
It is weird that they didn't have the black eyes for him, the black sclera.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like the whole point to Gambit's character is just like when his parents saw that he had those eyes, they thought they gave birth to like a demon or some shit, and that's why he got in with the Thieves Guild.
Yeah,
and
but
shit.
remember I think they kind of hand waved that away because they asked when he got here, he goes, I don't know, I think I was born here. So.
Yeah. Well, the reason why he said that.
Yeah, because they never made the fucking movie. He was sent to the trash before the movie was even produced.
So Channing Tatum was almost cast as Gambit not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Yeah, he was going to be him in
And
Origins and all
yeah.
that shit. It was fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was so mad
gonna
when
be
they
in
announced that.
Origins?
I was like, fuck Channing Tatum, because I was a dumb kid.
He was going to be in another one of those X-Men films that after the fact, and there was going to be a third one he was supposed to be in. Like, but this is back when Bryan Singer was involved, and it just didn't happen for whatever reason. And like, it's a role he's always wanted to do, and apparently it's one of those things where I think either Ryan Reynolds or one of the producers of Deadpool and Wolverine reached out and said, "Hey, let's have a little bit of a make-a-wish here. You want to play Gambit finally?" And I'm willing to bet he probably moved heaven and earth to get me there. He's like, nope. I'm here. What do you need? When do you need it? I will sign anything. I will do it for $1. Let's fucking go. But because it is the most comic accurate costume and attitude I've seen for Gambit in a film.
Aside from how wide he is, wide Gambit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, apart
He's
from how
very
wide
wide.
he is.
And I don't mean that in
But
like a
I'm-
fat
but-
shaming way. Channing Tatum's obviously very
Right,
fit. I just
he's
mean like
stacked.
literally like wide Chris from Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, he is stacked. But you know, to make
I
extremes
want
come
to
true,
say,
I'm fine with it.
I will say so Gambit is again, he's one of my favorite X-Men. So much so that like my Sona that I use on Twitch has like the whole card game aesthetic. I mean, I love Gambit. It's also one of Grimm's favorite characters, and my wife, and seeing her reaction to Gambit showing up on screen, priceless. That will live in my fucking head until the day I fucking die. She was so happy. Like, it was great. It was I loved it. Mwah.
I'm so mad it was spoiled for me, but the one of those that made me go, "Oh my god!" when I saw it actually in person was Wesley Snipes returning.
Yeah,
like that.
Thank fucking God I avoided
Yeah.
that one, because Devin at one point said, there's a line in this movie that when you hear it, you're going to know exactly what I was talking about when I was mentioning the line. And my brain went, is some motherfucker going to ice skate uphill? And then
No, they tried
And then
to,
when
again.
when fucking Wesley Snipes walks on screen, I'm like, some mothers are gonna fucking try to ice skate uphill.
and he did the thing. Some motherfuckers are still trying to ice skate uphill. I was like,
And my
let's
favorite
go!
part about that line is, if memory serves correctly, Wesley Snipes was like, I do not want to fucking say that line at all. That line is fucking stupid, because he like ad-libbed it or something, and then the director, was it David S. Goyer?
I forget who the director. No, Terry Sway did the first two. I forget who directed this one.
No, that's what I'm talking about, the first movie. First Blade.
The first
Blade, David S. Goyer. On the first Blade movie, he just spat out, some motherfucker is always trying to ice skate uphill, and then he was like, all right, that's fucking stupid. But David S. Goyer was like, no, that's a brilliant line. Do it again. I want that. And then that's why it's in the movie, even though Wesley Snipes thought it was fucking stupid. So, like, the fact that it's coming back is even funnier because of fucking that.
I love that this movie like not only like paid tribute to the early like Fox Marvel movies, but like did a good send off to them as well. I genuinely am glad that it did that, because like for the most part, I was worried that it was just like it wasn't going to be like super good. And I'm glad I was wrong for once. I'm 100% glad I was wrong about that, because like the entire bit where like with Elektra and Blade and Gambit and just all of that, even Johnny Storm showing up like that was great for me.
I knew
like,
that was Johnny immediately. The moment fucking Chris Evans' fucking face popped up, I was like, all right, this is Johnny Storm. This isn't Cap. This is a bait and switch. And then fucking it was. I was like, all right, it's still satisfying, even though
Flame
I called
on! Yeah, it was very good.
I'm also really happy they gave that X-23 from the Logan film. They gave her an actual happy ending, and that was quite nice. I thought that was quite sweet. And the big thing as well, she's at the dinner table. The other from that group, did they survive the Devourer? Also, point they missed a point with the Devourer. They could have made it the Galactus from the second Fantastic Four film.
They were connecting it to the fucking stupid Kang Dynasty shit they were setting up that they had to undo.
And the Loki TV
which I've
show,
never watched, so I have no idea what was going on there.
Yeah, so the TVA comes from the Loki TV show.
I know. I've read the wiki articles after the fact.
Okay, yeah. I watched Loki because I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just watch it and see if I hate it or whatever. And I didn't dislike it. I mostly watched it for Owen Wilson, if I'm being honest.
Oh wow!
Loki was always my least favorite character in the MCU when it first started out, just because the fucking just rampant obsession with, oh my god, he's so fucking hot. When like no disrespect to Tom Hiddleston, but like he looks like a lizard. Like that was
Xander.
No disrespect, but you look like a lizard, sir.
Xander, I'm going to introduce you to 3 words which are going to explain a lot. Fry, cook, energy. And if you don't know what I mean, play Baldur's Gate 3 and look at Gortash, because it's the same thing.
I don't want to play Baldur's Gate 3.
It's a good game. You'd enjoy it. But yeah, Fry, cook, energy. Some sort of weird, greasy guy who should probably be working the fry line at your local diner. Skinny, weird dude who, for some inexplicable reason, has like a 12-inch penis. No one quite knows why.
Why is everything you just said describing SpongeBob SquarePants?
This has been Insert Title here.
We're not even fucking done with
No, we're not done.
We're
not done. We're still talking about Deadpool, Wolverine. Fuck you.
Fucking
Jesus
overall, we've been talking about like very specific things already, but before we keep getting into like the specifics of it, overall, like this is my favorite Deadpool movie. Fucking everybody keeps telling me the first one was the best one when I just watched it the night before, and like fucking I forget which part, but I stopped fucking paying attention for like 30 minutes, and then the climax happens and I start paying attention again, and I was fully rested too. Like it wasn't even a fucking late at night thing. Deadpool 2 is better than the first one to me. Fucking the domino scene alone is better than anything in the first fucking Deadpool movie, as far as like fucking cinematography, fucking setup, how funny it fucking is, and just like the effort that goes into it. Like the best scene in the first Deadpool movie is the opening. And that's no disrespect to the rest of the fucking movie, but like they put all of their effort and balls to the wall in that opening. And it's obviously a lot because of the budget and shit, so I'm not trying to shit on that first movie, but I keep hearing the first one's better, the second one's all right, and the third one's not very good. The third one's the fucking best one. It sounds like a bunch of MCU nerds are really pissed off that fucking it just played with its food the whole fucking time and just fucking made fun of the thing that they're fucking stupidly invested in. Like,
they also
go ahead.
They also openly made fun of the repeated cameo thing, which was the open joke of it, was just like, yeah, why not? Here's a bunch of cameos, and they're gonna last 30 seconds. We kill all of them. Whereas, like, you know, in like the mainline MCU, this cameo shows up for 10 seconds, and then you roll your eyes because you know there's gonna be a spin-off movie, or there's gonna be a fucking Disney Plus show, or there's gonna be a fucking yada 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 yada.
And these movies haven't been fucking good for a while either. Like that's not even coming. That's not even from like I'm a hating ass hater for like the fucking MCU. I haven't liked any of the fucking movies aside from like that one Spider-Man 1 and Guardians 3 and this one since fucking like I don't even like Endgame. Infinity War is the last one that I
didn't watch Guardians 3.
Guardians 3 is the best one in the entire fucking like franchise. Go watch it. It's fucking brilliant. It's just a James Gunn movie. It's fucking amazing. But I didn't even like Endgame. I thought Endgame fucking sucked ass. The time travel convolution just pissed me the fuck off, and you have a fucking Thanos at the end that they've never interacted with at all before, so there's no fucking emotional stakes going on whatsoever. Literally doesn't know who the fuck these people are, and it's just this gray blob of a bunch of fucking people coming together. The only scene that like fucking elicits any response is the fucking Captain America getting the fucking Thor's hammer Mjolnir shit. It's like, yeah, that's a cool scene, I like that, but the rest of the movie fucking boring as shit. But fucking so
I like Dengue.
so fucking
Also, to be fair, it's the last Marvel film I actually watched before this one. Like, generally, I haven't seen a Marvel film since Endgame.
yeah,
I was done. I was like, I'm
like
done.
there's this fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was objectively just a bad fucking movie. It was just fucking awful, and and fucking everybody agreed with that. Critics agree with it, the fans agree with it, and that's when like it really started to fall off. From what I hear, The Marvels was like a way better movie, but like it was the first one to not even make back its budget, and like.
Well, no one even knew it came out. Like, it just appeared and then it was gone.
Yeah.
And the next thing I heard about it was it was
did
on Blu-ray.
COVID have anything to do
The
with
Marvels
that,
was
though?
last year.
No,
Is
it
my
was
question.
like yeah.
Was
it
it
was
last?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2 years ago. What?
No, it was last year. They just fucking dropped it out of nowhere, and like, don't get me wrong, the first Captain Marvel, it's fine. The reason I didn't really get too much out of it was that it was a phase one film and phase
1
three.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit. It felt a bit like what out of place.
I've said my grief about that film because like my issue with that film is that it's just like, oh wow, remember the 90s? The 90s were a thing. Remember dial-up?
Yeah.
Remember Blockbuster? Remember the 90s? It's like, can we just fucking stop?
Fun fact: I've never watched Captain Marvel.
It's fine.
Don't.
It's fine. It's just the thing is, if you were to rewatch phase 1 through 3, right, just do a project for yourself. Watch it as part of phase 1. Do not watch it when it actually released in phase 3, because it's. Imagine, if you will, you were to watch Iron Man 1 and then jump straight into Infinity War. You'd be like, wait, what the fuck? That's the feeling I got from going from that into the last two Avengers films. With Captain Marvel, I was like, why didn't we introduce her sooner? Because you did Guardians of the Galaxy, you could have totally had Captain Marvel appear in those and just, fuck her out for a bit in space. Like, it was totally a thing you could have done. That's just my 2 cents. I don't know. I feel like they shoehorned her in the last minute.
I like Brie Larson a lot. My not watching the movie has nothing to do with disliking her before anybody, thinks that.
Okay, no, we understand.
I love her in Scott Pilgrim. I'm sorry, she's one of my Envy Adams. Great casting. I'm just
like Xander. We understand you are not pissing in the basement.
No. See, we'll actually watch movies starring women because like we're not like dumb assholes, but like.
The film is genuinely fine though. But if you do an MCU rewatch for whatever reason, watch it as part of phase 1. That's my recommendation. Actually, probably watch it first because canonically it takes place before anything fucking else.
Doesn't the Eternals kind of?
I never watched.
I didn't even watch the Eternals.
I don't know. Fucking.
That's fake. I haven't watched anything past phase 3, Xander. Like,
I didn't watch. I didn't watch Eternals. I didn't watch Shang-Chi. I didn't watch.
Oh yeah, Shang-Chi
the
even
Marvels.
released. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
Iron Fist as well. The Iron Fist series. Didn't watch that.
I didn't watch that. I the only thing that I've watched has been like I watched like some of the Netflix Daredevil. I watched Loki, and then I watched like the Spider-Man movies, and I think that's,
Netflix
like,
Daredevil isn't post Endgame, so.
Yeah.
True.
The Punisher series is apparently really good as well.
I missed out on that. I never watched season 3 of Daredevil or The Punisher. I forgot why. I think season 2 of Daredevil pissed me off for some reason.
I like season 2. I thought
everything
it was fun.
with the Punisher
but
was great. I think it was everything outside of the Punisher that I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah, but back to
yeah, we keep
Deadpool
going on
Wolverine,
fucking
though.
tangents.
Right, like this
is my
like,
favorite one.
I also agree. I also liked it, and I'll be honest. Like the way that they like the beginning, right, where he digs up Logan's corpse and uses it to kill those
too
PDA
funny.
guys.
That's just like you fanboys on the internet are going to complain that we're desecrating a corpse, and so guess what we're going to do.
They did a whole fucking dance scene to fucking bye. I mean, like, look, I loved that bit. I enjoyed that bit a lot. And I don't give a fuck, honestly, because I love Logan. I love the movie Logan. It was one of my favorite films.
Which one of those boy bands does that song? Because I cannot remember which one.
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Okay, I was thinking Backstreet Boys this whole fucking time.
No, it was NSYNC.
Oh my
but like,
god!
I love that. I love that movie. I love that bit. There were so many bits that I really did enjoy, and then like the films, like the overarching thing with the film, where it's just like, you know, like you could be something. Like I like or like you're like the whole point of the film being that, you know, it's just like you're meant for better things. You can be a somebody, you know, prove that you can put other people before yourself, sort of thing. I did like that bit to the movie as well, because it's just like sometimes I think it's just like, am I more than what I am? Can I be a better person, or is there more to me, or is this it? Am I just going to be where I'm at right now? And I think it's just watching that movie kind of solidify to me. It's just like, yeah, I can do more than what I'm doing now. Like as a voice actor, like I think I can put myself out there more. I can be willing to, you know, try different things and just have fun with what I'm doing, to get further in my career. And that's what I've been trying to do, you know? So I took that lesson home with me. And it's weird saying that coming from a fucking Deadpool movie of all things.
I just thought it was funny.
I agree. I also thought it was a very fucking fun film. It was a fun film to watch. The entire bit where they kill all, like the Deadpool Legion comes up, that bit, I was howling, dude. It was so fucking fun.
It's also very clear as well that they want to do a Deadpool core film. Like, it was no secret that Ryan Reynolds wanted to do X-Force. They kind of got X-Force out of the system in Deadpool 2. So my guess is number 4 is going to be Deadpool core. I'm surprised that they straight up said, yeah, I destroyed the time teleporty thing, because so in the comics, fun fact, that time teleporty thing was stolen from Doctor Doom. Given that Doctor Doom in the MCU seems to be some sort of weird limbo thing right now, I wonder if they'll bring it back that way at some point. But yeah, I get the feeling Deadpool core is going to be the next thing. And yeah, that'll be fun. I'm fine. I'm fine with Deadpool universe hopping, honestly, because it does make it funnier, and also it is technically canon. He did do a fair bit of universe hopping.
Deadpool does that all the fucking time.
Yeah, he also appeared in DC Comics a couple of times, and the running gag was every time he went to introduce himself, someone would cut his name off, and he'd be like, "Motherfucker," they just kept cutting him off. So yeah, like, and the film was fun. Would I say it was good? I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, it was like if I stripped away the cameos and the fan service, right? I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
I think it's good. And
I haven't really thought about it much since I watched it. That's the thing. Like, it hasn't really, like Deadpool 2, when I saw that, because I'm such a big fan of Domino. Like, I forgot the name of the girl that got playing Domino film. She nailed it. That was perfect. That was pitch perfect Domino casting. And I thought about that film a fair bit, and I really want them to bring back that Domino character. Deadpool 1, you know, talking particularly about like the fact that End Fight was on the helicarrier, very funny, kind of a bit of a cheeky nudge, wink, wink, hi. But it's just one of those, I don't know, I don't know, I haven't thought about it since. Like, to give you an idea, last night I went and watched my one of my local drive-ins is a retro drive-in. I watched the Blair Witch Project, right, on 35mm on the big screen out in the middle of the woods in Pennsylvania. Cool experience. And it hit me as I'm watching this film. I'm just like, I'm going to be talking about this experience for a little tiny bit. Talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, am I going to still be talking about this in a few weeks' time to people? And the answer is probably no. Maybe when it comes out on DVD, maybe when it comes out on home media, we'll talk about it again then, and, you know, maybe we'll get some more kind of context. But I'm kind of just like, it felt a bit more Marvel-ish, a bit more junk foody, disposable. Don't get me wrong, some great moments and great gags, particularly the bit with also bringing Cassandra Nova, kind of a cool touch. But I don't know if I'm going to be thinking about this film 6 months from now, like I watched Deadpool 2.
I'm still thinking about it, man. Like, I know I only watched it like a week ago, but like I still genuinely had a great time with it. Like, the bit, the whole thing with like having Wolverine like in his actual fucking suit and everything, you know, like the blue and the blue and the yellow and the black, like bro, I've waited years for that. Like, you got to understand, like I grew up watching X-Men, like the cartoon, you know. The first Marvel movie I ever saw was fucking X-Men, you know. I didn't watch Blade because it was you know, I wasn't old enough to watch it. My dad wouldn't let me watch it till I was older. But like X-Men, like, yeah, no, I got to watch that. I fucking loved that. I'm sorry, man, but like finally seeing Wolverine in the fucking yellow, and it was so good. It was great, and I adored that. And
that's my point there. Strip away the fan service, and what are you kind of left with?
I'm coming at
It's
I'm
still
coming
a
at this
fun
fucking
film.
movie completely devoid of the fucking fan service. I don't give a fuck about the yellow costume. I think the fucking black leather was the fucking dopest shit ever, and I don't fucking care who disagrees with me. I think the X-Men costumes were fucking better in the fucking older movies. That's just my own fucking opinion. I don't read the comics. I never watched the fucking Fantastic Four. I never watched Elektra. I only watched the first Blade movie. Like, I'm not going into this as an MCU fan or any of that shit. At its core, it's a way better shot movie. The action set pieces are way fucking better. The choreography is way fucking better. The acting's way fucking better because we have Hugh fucking Jackman taking the whole fucking role seriously and acting his goddamn heart out the entire fucking time. The script is way more tight. Fucking, I'm not getting bored in the middle of it like I am in the other two movies or some of the other fucking MCU movies and shit like that. And stripped of the fucking cameos, at its core, it's a fucking buddy cop movie between two fucking charismatic characters that work really well together that I would still fucking watch because the big three action set pieces between those two that has nothing to do with the fucking cameos or any of that shit are fucking amazing. And the character arcs between the newly introduced Logan that we've never fucking seen before this one and even Wade somehow are fucking brilliant. They're, well, okay, brilliant's fucking way too fucking high of a praise. You know what I mean? Fucking, they're good. They're solidly constructed and they're better than fucking I've gotten in anything in a modern movie recently. I like this movie. This is going to be controversial. I like Deadpool and Wolverine better than Alien Romulus.
Well, to be fair, from what I've heard about Romulus, a lot of people are just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we can talk about that one on the next episode.
The honest reaction.
Oh, that one's.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to watch it.
I haven't seen it yet either. I'll get to it eventually. Like, I'll be honest.
Alien
has kind of, since Prometheus, just gone down the gross out route, and I'm like, eh.
I do want to go back to. I do want to go back to talking about Deadpool Wolverine for just a second, though. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're going to be wrapping up shortly. But, like, Xander's got a point. Because, like, the set pieces are fun, the action sequences were fun, the entire bit where they're fighting inside the fucking car, that was fun. That was such a good bit, and it's really good because it's just like these two characters can do that to each other, you know, because they've got the regenerative abilities. So, like, you could have a extremely violent fucking. Well, I mean, it's basically a fuck scene. Let's be real. They were fucking each other in that. Like, that's what that whole scene was. It was a lot of fun. And just all the action bits were really well done. And again, the story bits with Hugh Jackman, like acting, like taking the character seriously, like the part where between him and Laura, right? Where she goes to him while he's by himself drinking. And he tells, like, they're talking to each other about, like, what happened, like why they do what they do, and she's like, Logan, he's there when you need him, like that. That was a great scene. I really enjoyed that scene, and it reinforced, like, why I like Wolverine as a character. And then, like, the part where Cassandra was inside his brain too, where it's just like that. They played that part so fucking seriously. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was just good. Like it was good acting. I don't know what to say about it, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, I had a point I was gonna make, but then you went on.
Like it just, I don't know. It just felt very junk foody. Some of the scenes were great, don't get me wrong. Like the car, you're right, the car fight fuck was quite fun. Seeing again X-23 coming back, definitely the highlight of the film for me. Laura Kinney coming back there, and I had a little bit of a little smirk on my face when she took out the sunglasses, the little pink.
I did like that too.
Yeah. A little smirk on my face, like nice. But like I don't know. Like a lot of it to me felt like I'm not going to be thinking about this film in a few weeks from now. When it comes out on DVD, I'll probably buy it, or Blu-ray, probably buy it, and that'll be kind of that. I'm not gonna say it was bad because it wasn't bad. It just felt very disposable, and I wonder to myself, like, I got a fair bit out of it watching it. Like, in watching it, I was enjoying it. But the reason I keep comparing it to junk food, it's kind of like if I go to Chipotle, right? And I go get myself a steak burrito with a bunch of mixed rice and mixed beans and a bit of guacamole in there, right? In the moment I'm enjoying it, I'm pogging. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm eating, you know, this. And then afterwards, do I think about that burrito again? Not for 6 months. 6 months later, I want it again. But it's not something I think about quite regularly. I'm thinking about like some of the my favorite things from the MCU, from the Fox Marvel stuff, and I think about some of the random scenes from every now and then. It's just, welcome to ADHD film kid brain, right? Like I think a fair bit about the Domino the walking down the street scene in Deadpool 2. I think a fair bit about Deadpool 1 with the whole, make sure the suit's not green animates, the whole thing of him getting turned into the living ballsack. I think a fair bit about X-Men 2 with Mystique trying to seduce Wolverine and that weird relationship that's kind of implied there, that's not implied there. I think a fair bit about, we go for the Marvel films, a lot about how fucking good Winter Soldier was.
Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie still to this date.
Yeah, I'm never over Winter Soldier. That's hands down one of my favorites.
I think a lot about
Civil War and Winter Soldier are like two of my favorite
Civil
films.
War.
I fucking love Civil War. He's the weird one here. Xander's the weird one. It's shun him. I think about.
I just will say, I still think it's weird to me personally that two of my favorite MCU films are Captain America films, and I'm not a big Captain America fan. But anyways, I digress. Back to what you were saying, Adam.
So I think about Winter Soldier a lot, because I think about that scene where like they're showing the surveillance equipment off to Cap, and like he's just sat there, like his face is reading, I'm okay, but his eyes are reading, I'm fucking mortified at this. I think about Civil War a lot, and I think about that final fight scene in the silo with Bucky, Cap, and Iron Man with the whole he killed my mom though bit. Like that
final fight scene to me is fucking just fan service. They even do the fucking cover of the thing. I fucking hate Civil War. I will be here for another hour if we go on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would say there is a bit about Civil War I don't like, and it's the whole like Cap, hey, we kind of have like unrestricted power in the things that we do, and I think we need to be reined in for just a little bit. So if you could sign this for like 5 seconds, it'd be fine. And then Captain America's like, I'm sorry, Tony, but that's like 5 seconds I could be sucking Bucky's cock, so I can't really waste that time.
The problem with the movie is it completely fucking goes Tony Stark's right and doesn't even play fucking lip service to literally Captain America's fucking entire fucking point in the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, because the comics, the reason why he objects to it is they want to keep a register of superheroes and their identities. Like, he basically doesn't want the government to know who these people actually are. They have a secret identity. Because if that information gets out somehow, and let's be real,
their families are in trouble.
Correct. The US government isn't the most secure thing on planet Earth. Actually, on that note, a serious note, there was a big leak of like 1.2 billion records for Social Security, so you guys might want to check your credit every now and then just to be safe. Okay, so everyone listening,
we've all already had our fucking shit leak when the fucking Equifax shit happened.
Yeah, so heads up. But yeah, like that was the whole point in the comic, and they don't really play into that in the film as much. But sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, what I don't think about though is I don't really think about like Ant-Man much. I don't really think about Iron Man 3 much. I don't really think about X-Men. We have X-Men 1, a couple of cool scenes in it, like what happens to a toad when it's hit by lightning, the same as everything else.
Having rewatched that first X-Men recently, it's not good.
Yeah, I'm like I just think back to I think back to some of the weirder Marvel films, and this is probably going to go in one of those where it's I'll watch it, don't get me wrong. It's not like, hey, you watch Deadpool and Wolverine? Yeah, of course, we'll throw it on. But it's not going to be like my go-to. It's not going to be the be-all, end-all. I sincerely suspect they're setting up more ways for Deadpool to get into the MCU and fuck around for a bit. Will they let it be R-rated? Who the hell knows? Because I get the sincere feeling they are going to throw a Hail Mary and try and bring him and some of his characters in for this new Avengers project they're doing after the whole Kang dynasty completely shit the bed. So who the hell knows? Apparently they're doing Doctor Doom, right? That's the ongoing.
Oh, okay. So while we're talking about Doctor Doom, Adam, I think you have a very strong point about how this is a Doom bot. I think you're 100% correct.
Yeah. People being really fucking stupid about now, freaking out that Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, and this is gonna okay. I want to explain this by saying I grew up reading these comics, right? So I understand this shit. I have to explain something. Doctor Doom in every possible universe and every possible timeline that exists extensively uses Doombots. Doombots have the power of Doom to an extent. They also do not know they are a Doombot until they come into contact with the presence of either the real Doom or another Doombot. Doombots have also been used with the faces and bodies of other people multiple times, including Tony fucking Stark, who was fucking Victor Von Doom's roommate in MIT before Stark had him kicked out after he found out what he was actually working on. Fun thing about that, Von Doom and fucking Stark kind of hated each other. Hence why he went out his way to try and ruin Stark multiple times. I can guarantee it that people are like, oh, Danny Jr. is Doctor Doom. Oh. No, he's a fucking Doombot. That's going to be the twist at the end. It's a very obvious thing to come out. And if you want me to really drive the fucking point home harder and faster and deeper into your thick fucking skull, read some fucking comics, you dense motherfuckers. The outfit Downey Jr. is wearing during the reveal is literally the outfit that the fucking Doombot used in the Eternals.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, it's so painfully obvious. But people want to scream
Nerd!
and go, yeah! They didn't fucking cast this fucking guy.
The
Shut
thing
the
that
fuck
the
up.
thing that I'm the thing that the reason why I agree with you on it being a Doombot too is that people are getting really fucking mad because it's like, oh, they did cast a Romani actor, they did RDJ, so like, because it's a Doombot.
Yeah.
The real Doom will be revealed later.
And on top of that as well, this is exactly what Dr. fucking Doom would do. He would not play his card this early. He would hold it to his chest. And it's just so annoying. And it's also the fact that Disney right now, with how bad the Marvel films have been, with how poor they've been performing, Eternals failing at the box office, the Marvels failing at the box office, fucking no one caring anymore. I think actually Disney hasn't made a profit on a film in a long time. Fun fact.
Good. Fuck them.
There's an expression that all press is good press. This was done intentionally to get people riled up and screaming and reaching, and then the 10 people with common sense went, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiots, this is what's actually happening. But of course before then, dipshit X with 1 million Twitter followers had a scream and reach to a bunch of fucking morons who've only ever experienced Marvel through some goddamn movies. Sorry, ran over. It just that annoyed me a lot recently.
No, that's fair.
It's a Doombot. Calm down. Calm the fuck down. You will have your Latvian king before you know it. Who will play him? I don't know. I don't think they know either. If I'm honest with you, I think they've intentionally done this now with a Doombot to buy themselves some time, because that's a hard-ass role to cast for. Because either you get somebody else who can actually do the role in the emotional acting range, but probably piss off a bunch of people because they're not Romani, or you try and find the Romani actor who has the range you need. It's a hard cast. The rumor years ago, and I mean like 10 years ago, when Doctor Doom first came up as a concept, was fucking what's his name, Benicio del Toro, the guy who was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I never want to see that motherfucker in any movie ever again.
He was in No Country for Old Men, but that went quiet a while ago. So I don't fucking know what they're gonna do. But yeah, calm down. Calm the fuck down. It's gonna be fine. I promise. It's not gonna be the guy from Charmed again. It's not going to be the guy from, what was he also in Nip Tuck? Like, calm the fuck down. They'll probably find some Eastern European actor who can do the range, or descended from Eastern European actor, it's fine. Calm down. It's a Doombot. Chill the fuck out. Also, if you don't know what a Doombot is, I introduce you to Google. Google a Doombot. You'll live. It's fine.
Speaking of Doombots, I've been a Doombot this entire time.
Oh no! Wait, that means one of us is Doctor Doom or a Doombot as well for you to reveal yourself. It's me, I am Doctor Doom.
This has been insert title. Are we cool with ending it there, I guess?
Yeah, it's ended there before. As me or Zan is going to pop off on Disney at some point.
All right. Well, I guess we can. Spoilers ended. This has been a fun episode. Nice return to form. I'm glad that we're recording again. I do hope that we can record more. I'd like to take the time to record more for sure. That being said, though, this has been Insert Title here. Again, I'm Devin Boisvio. You can catch me on Twitch and Twitter and Blue Sky with the same username.
Blue Sky,
if you guys go ahead and plug yourselves as well again.
Find this motherfucker on Spotify under Satohara. Play his shit. You can find him under YouTube. Satohara. Play his shit. It's good. It's fun. For me, you can find me at youtube.com/technicalcakemix, Blue Sky, and Twitter as well. You can also find me on TikTok now, which is weird. In TikTok. My least favorite ADHD trap that I have to succumb to.